Hello, Capricorn. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Capricorn. Have inauthentic. I'm not looking for anything real right now. On the bottom is my person. You're the person I want to do life with. Get the Raven's Rose. We're going to get 3 of these messages for Capricorn. You have summer, birthday, anniversary. It will happen in the summer. A special memory, a change may be coming. Karmic, cycle, soulmate, triggers. We can try over and over again, but I will continue to hurt you until you learn and leave me. And codependent, clingy, addicted, the giver. I need to know I'm needed. I need you to rely on me because then I know you won't leave. That was the feeling I was getting with these oracles, but I wasn't ready to say anything yet. On the bottom is yes. This is giving that someone is trying to hold on to the relationship despite it's like there's a lack of equal give and take here. One person is giving everything to the relationship and the other is giving very little. And that could be, this could be a soulmate situation, but it'd be karmic soulmates. There's a lesson to be learned here. Okay. Let's get the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Capricorn. On the DL, bisexual, unsure of sexuality, secrets, and in the closet. True colors, bumping heads. Spiritual gifts is on the bottom. This could have something to do with someone's sexuality, but regardless of the sexuality situation, I feel like there is one person here who is taking advantage of the fact that the other will give everything to them. It's like they're taking advantage of the commitment that the other has to them. Okay, so let's get started with the overall energy. Overall energy for Capricorn. Palace of Wands in reverse. That is the an extra card in this deck. It's the environment. So Wands, that's fire. There could be a lot of fighting going on here. A lot of anger. Ace of Coin in reverse, which we have this bumping heads. And the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this looks like, yeah, it looks like there may have already been a breakup. Someone's trying to come in out of the cold. Like I said, this seems like there's a lot of fighting going on here. Palace of Wands in reverse, Ace of Coin in reverse, Queen of Wands. Page of Wands, the Tower in reverse, and the Empress. Strong feminine energy showing up here. Something has happened. Someone may have caught someone communicating with someone else. Page of Wands, the Tower in reverse, the Empress. Knight of Swords. There's anger here about some sort of communication. Knight of Wands. There's been a breakup, but I feel like there's like the fighting is still ongoing. Yeah. There's definitely been a breakup, but like there may have been separation, but it seems to me like these two are still communicating a lot, but it feels to me like the communication is like arguments, fighting. And it's because of something that's happened with this. There's someone got some sort of truth in regards to some sort of communication. So either someone found out that the other was communicating with someone else, or this is just talking about a conversation that's leading to arguments or fighting. Tell me about the overall energy for Capricorn. Natural disaster, risk, frustration, and survive. Yeah. There's a lot of anger showing up in this section. Fighting. And it's either because a risk was taken, or this is either about risk or frustration. Someone took a risk, some sort of truth come out in regards to a risk that someone took in communicating with someone else, or this is frustration. Some sort of truth is coming out in regards to frustration. This could be like the truth comes out when someone is angry. Calm, inner peace, simplicity, and meditation. This is talking about taking action to not try again due to whatever this tower is that's fallen in order to have peace. So, okay, this definitely sounds like some kind of karmic relationship. This is like someone knows they should end the relationship, but it feels like there's some kind of like trauma bonding or something that is keeping these two connected even though they know it's toxic. It's like there's some sort of codependency here in real estate. This is like the home, family. Tell me about real estate. Yeah. Someone could be using the kids, if you have children with this person, they could be using the children as a pawn to try to keep someone in the relationship. Um, Someone is trying to manipulate or play someone like a puppet when it comes to the home, family, stability, security, children, like I said. So this is almost like someone trying to hold someone hostage in some way in order to keep them in the relationship. This isn't good. This is I'm already seeing that this is a relationship that should probably just end. Um, but someone here, one or both of these people, are not letting this go easily. Um, Let's just go to the situation. Tell me about the situation for Capricorn. Page of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Emperor in reverse. Aries energy. And the Empress in reverse. Taurus, Libra energy. So see, we have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. So this is husband, wife, mother, father. The energy I'm getting is these two are just at each other. I feel like there's a lot of fighting going on here. But I also feel like that's what these two are doing. Instead of going their separate ways, they're choosing to continue to fight with each other. I think this is a toxic relationship. What's that saying? Can't live with them, can't live without them. That's the feeling here. Page of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Empress in reverse. It's like there's been a breakup. Oh my goodness. It's like there's been a breakup here, and these two are getting back together and getting back together even though they haven't forgiven each other. It's like getting back together and just continuing on with whatever the problems and the issues are. Nothing's getting resolved here. Yeah, it's repeating. This is talking about repeating cycles. Also, these two may be getting back together out of necessity, due to finances, something like that. Um, I don't think these are two individuals that should be continuing on with each other. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Queen of Cups. I'm picking up a lot about children here. But it's not. I feel like someone here is threatening something in regards to the children. And I feel like it could be child support. Like, if you break up with me or if you divorce me, I'm going to take everything I can from you financially when it comes to the kids. I'm going to take you for everything I can for child support. Because the indication here is for the masculine energy is that they're reconciling due to something in regards to giving or receiving, which can be child support. And it's saying the Empress in reverse, which we have, that's mother energy, but we also have this Queen of Cups, which is showing up as mother energy, ending their burdens. So it's saying for both of these people, it's better that they come together in regards to practicality. Um, but that's still, I mean, I don't care how practical you're trying to be. I don't think these are two people that should be together. I feel like these two fight all the time. Um, and another thing, if there's kids involved, that's not good for the kids to be around. I also feel like if this is the reason these two are coming back together, this is going to be temporary because it's nothing is getting resolved here. It's just going to be more of the same. Tell tell me about the situation for Capricorn. Daydream, illusion. Overload. That's that 10 of Wands. Yeah, see, the masculine energy is allowing the situation come back together because they want to end their burdens. They don't want to have financial burdens. That's clear. That's showing up clear. Yeah, conflict. I'm telling you, I'm picking up so much anger in this reading. And that's what this is saying. It's saying, yeah, you may have ended your burdens in regards to practicality, in regards to finances, but that's not going to stop the fighting because nothing is being resolved here. In regards to this situation, these two are going to have to come up with some kind of resolution. Um, if these two are going to stay together, they need to come up with some sort of resolution. Um, in order for this relationship to not be so volatile. Otherwise, these two may as well just go their separate ways. Life is too short to be in a relationship where there's just constant fighting and two people are bitter and angry at each other all the time. Whatever is being dealt with here, whatever these two are staying together for in order to deal with, it's not worth being unhappy, being miserable in a relationship day in and day out. It's not worth it. And one or both of these really need to have that realization. Um, if it's a feeling of the feeling is two people being so caught up in day-to-day life that they're not looking at the bigger picture, so caught up in the toxicity of the situation that they're not seeing beyond the fact of, maybe if we just went our separate ways, things would be better, we could be happier. um it's going to take one or both of these people becoming tired of the hostility. So tell me about the outcome for Capricorn. I feel like a lot of it is these two are bound to each other financially. We have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Yep. It's saying that the instability doesn't matter if there's not love in the relationship. It's saying the only way to balance this situation out is to bring love into an unstable environment. Love or forgiveness. It's saying if these two are going to continue to stay in a relationship, there needs the whatever the problems or the issue is, there needs to be some sort of resolution. Because what's happening here is whatever is going on in this relationship is just setting and festering within both of these people, and that's what continues the fights and the arguments. And if this is just a simple case of incompatibility, this seems to me like a situation where it's clear to everyone that these two should not be together except for the two people who's actually in the relationship. That's what this feels like to me. Temperance, Four of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands. Yep. Nine of Swords in reverse. It's saying in order to have balance in regards to a broken family, broken home. And yes, even though these two are still together, this is a broken family, broken home. Saying in order to bring balance to that, these two need to take an unstable situation and make it stable. It's saying that these two, if they're choosing to stay together, they need to take responsibility for their own relationship and do what needs to be done to balance it out. Otherwise, what are you doing here? Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands, Nine of Swords in reverse. I just keep seeing over and over in my head, this has been constant since I've started this reading, is just two people going at each other. Like, to me, it feels like just constant fighting. And I feel like both of these people need to take a step back and ask themselves, what are we doing this for? Or why do we continue doing this? Because I feel like these two are so caught up in the anger. They're so caught up in the moment that they're really not reflecting on what's best in the situation. We have the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Giving up. It's saying if there's no love, if there's no love here, if you can't offer love to the other, then the relationship should end. Tell me about the outcome for Capricorn. There is to me, what this feels like is both of these people are angry because they both feel stuck with each other. I'm getting the feeling like both of these people feel like there's no way out. If it is as bad as it feels to me in this relationship, then there is a way out. Um, Even if it's agreeing with each other that neither one wants to be in the relationship and figuring out something together, how to get each other out of the relationship. There is a way out, because to me this feels miserable. This feels like very low, someone, two people staying in very low vibrational energy, and it's just stagnant, stale, yucky energy all the time. And I feel like these two need to get away from each other just to release that energy. Coach. Advice, obedience, and knowledge. See, it's saying the masculine energy knows that in order to have balance, they need to end the relationship. Profession, work. Yeah. It's saying if this is a financial issue, that someone needs to work on getting themselves out of this. Loneliness. It's I'm telling you, it's saying without love, why are you staying in this relationship? It's like staying in this relationship without love is lonely. And the message here is really that both of these people are depriving themselves of happiness. And I feel like there's so much anger and resentment going on here that these two are not seeing that clearly. It's a feeling to me like these two are thinking like this is how things are and this is how they're going to be and we're going to be at each other's throats till the very end. And I don't think it has to be that way. And I don't know why that is, but I keep feeling like these two are caught up, so caught up in what they're doing that they're not seeing things any other way. Tell me about the advice for Capricorn. Eight of coin in reverse. The moon. Pisces energy. And death in reverse. The indication here is this relationship should have been over. It's saying that things aren't working, things aren't going to change, but there's something to do here with uncertainty or not seeing something clearly. Eight of coin in reverse. Moon. Death in reverse. Oh, two of swords in reverse. Page of cups. Five of wands in reverse. It's saying the fighting's not going to end or change. It's saying that there's a refusal to see that something isn't going to work. Two of swords in reverse. Page of cups. Five of wands in reverse. I need to take the Five of Cups. Is it in reverse? Five of Cups in reverse fell. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Needing to start something new. See, another thing I just thought of is when you're in this low vibrational energy and you're just stuck in this low vibrational energy, no, you're not bringing the good in towards you. And I feel like what realization is going to happen here if these two were to go their separate ways is they're going to feel better within themselves. And then that's going to start attracting good things towards them. I think these two just need to like separate for a while and see how life is without the other, because I feel like it would be a drastic change. Um, I feel like these two are so caught up in going at each other that they're not paying attention to how good life could be not doing this. It's almost like I feel like these two are like caught in a loop or something. Because what I keep seeing is two people, I keep seeing this like two people fighting, yelling at each other, fighting with each other, and not paying attention to what's going on around them because they're so caught up in whatever they're fighting about. Tell me about the advice for Capricorn. Hesitation. See, this is talking about literally what I was just talking about, is if these two would step away from each other long enough to think about the bigger picture. These two need to stop and think. And I don't think they're taking really these two are taking time out to really do that. It's like you need to pause and see that what you're refusing to see is this is not working. And that even though this isn't working, if there was to be an ending here, that there would not be regret and disappointment. It's saying even if you do break up, you're still going to be okay. There's a big fear here about either one seems to be afraid about having to pay child support, and the other is afraid of not being able to make it financially. So one is threatening the other. I'm going to take you for all the child support I can get you for if we end this relationship. When in reality, I think everybody would be better off here if these two went their separate ways. Live and learn. Yeah. See, I said at the very beginning that this is about learning a lesson. I just keep getting the vibe that life is too short to be in these low vibrational energies. I feel like this is constant. I feel like the fighting and the anger just keeps these two like sad and resentful and all these low vibrational energies all the time. And I feel like it would be a relief to no longer have these feelings. I don't feel like there's any amount of money that is worth keeping yourself suppressed or oppressed due to whatever is being happening within the relationship. It's I just don't feel like it's worth it. And I feel like if these two had time apart enough long enough to see that, they would feel the same way too. But the indication here I'm getting is that these two feel like this is the only choice they have. And I don't feel like that is necessarily true. It may be difficult to get out of the situation, but I feel like there is a way out, or there is a better way. All right, these are yes or no cards. We have no, getting caught, net loss on the tail end of things. Yeah, net loss on the tail end of things. That's what I'm saying, is there is concern here about losing money or not having money or having to pay money. And the indication is, let's not worry about that. Things will get better moving forward, but let's not stay in this relationship that everyone knows is not good for them. And on the bottom is no, stormy relationships, troubles, strikes, uproar. What I'm talking about. So let's get the spirit animal oracles. Messages for Capricorn. You have the owl. On the bottom is the camel. Let's see what the owl says. 67. Owl, pay attention to your inner wisdom. Representing wisdom, intuition, and insight, the owl is revered for its profound qualities. Its spiritual energy encourages seeking deeper insights within yourself. By aligning with the owl's guidance, you can tap into inner knowledge, discern truth, and approach life with curiosity and wonder. Wisdom grows not from what we know, but from how deeply we listen to life's lessons. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.